I'm Stephanie Yin.
And I'm Ryan Lee.
Today is a special day. So Ryan, can you believe that today is our 1-year anniversary of our channel? It's
hard to believe, isn't it? It's been 1 year already. And from our continuous hard work by both of us and, of course, our executive producer and director, Allen Moy, we have come so far over the past year. And of course, we have you guys to thank for all your continued support. We couldn't have done it without you guys.
So for the first year of our channel, we have gotten around 3,000 subscribers. It was a great start, and thank you again for all of your support. So right now, Ryan, why don't we take a look at some of our best videos so far?
All right, let's do it.
Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie Yin, one-time professional Go player from American and Chinese Go Association. Since the New York Institute of Go was founded in 2016, and after I did a live commentary on AlphaGo Keji's game, I have received a lot of requests from players to ask me to open a YouTube channel so that they can learn more about Go. Myself, along with the New York Institute of Go, is proud to present you this series and spread this great game all around the world. So here we are. Our first video is about how do we play Go in 10 minutes.
The final best move is a sudden win by a beautiful Tatsuji. And let's look at an example now. So before I'm going to show you that beautiful Tatsuji, I want to do the whole board analysis first. So Weiqi, they were fighting for the ko in that upper left corner. So black eventually won the ko, but white also gets some benefit from fighting the ko here. And what white gets is to kill these 4 black stones. And after white killed these 4 black stones, and black thinks it's time to start the end game. So black played an attachment move here, which is the biggest end game move on the board. And now, after we counting the whole board, black is leading in the territory. So if there's nothing serious or life and death happen on the board, black is going to win this game for sure. So now, white started looking for chances. And the biggest chance would be somewhere with the weakness of your opponent. So this group is almost enclosed and is very strong after the ko fight. And the corner here is alive, and the shape over here looks pretty strong. There's not a lot of weakness here. There's some endgame moves here. That's it. But it doesn't make black to lose anything. So black will just lose a few points. So it won't change the result of this game. So the last chance for white to win this game is to do something in that corner. There's still some oddities in that corner. Even though this is a square 8, is already a live shape. So what white did is white pushed here. And black, of course, since black already played a nice move here to reduce the points, the white territory. So after white pushed here, and black didn't take any second just to play down that move, block. That's the first intuition. That's very obvious move for black. But black didn't see the danger is coming, and then until white showed this move on the board. Okay, so after this Tatsuji, the whole corner is dead now. All right, now I'm gonna show you some of the variations. So there are a couple of options for black to respond. So let's just try the simplest. It's connect, and then white will clamp and look for the connecting move on the bottom. So black needs to either clamp here or hane. So let's try hane. So white will take the eye here, right? Okay. And if black connects, white now will make a square 4. So that's one of the dead shape. That move doesn't work for black. If black play the clamp here, and white will descend. Black needs to block, and after white throws in, this is a false seki in the corner. That's also dead. So that means the connecting here doesn't work for black. And then black needs to try to take the 2-2 point. And now white will reduce the I space and hide in the corner. Black goes here, white connects. That's also a false seki because there's a cutting point here. Alright, so taking a 2-2 point doesn't work either. So let's try expand the I space, which is here. So in the actual game, black tried to expand the I space because if white Atari is here, black connects. And black has the 3 liberties on the first line and the 1 on the second line. So white also have the 3 liberties, but it's very hard for white to reduce one of the liberties of black shape here. So if white goes here, then the black can Atari. So black is alive. But in the actual game, white showed another Tatsuji, which is the throw-in, and forced black to capture. And now, instead of Ataring here and start a call, white take the 2-2 point here again. And then black goes here, and white will extend. No matter where black goes, either here or here, that's a full seki. If black goes here, white will take another vital point in the corner. That's also a full seki. So until white played this move on the board, the game is over and black resigned its game.
So why don't we get it started by 30 to 20 Q mistakes? So the first mistake is the wrong move to expand the moyo. So let's look at an example now. So in this game, both black and white have pretty much finished the opening already. 4 sides and the 4 corners are already enclosed, except that there's only one area on the board still open, which is here. So now it's black's turn, and black was thinking, where should I play so that I can expand my moyo over here, some potentials, and at the same time I can limit white's moyo. So in the actual game, black played a knight move. So why is this a mistake? So when we play or make a knight's move on the board, the first thing we need to make sure is the cutting point, which is right here. So now let's read the ladder. Does the ladder work for black? The answer is no. White has some ladder breaks here. So if the ladder doesn't work for black, then black has to extend. And then white will pull the stone out and threaten the 2 stones on the top. So black needs to hane. And now when white played a 1 space jump here, now we can see the 2 black stones are in danger. The original purpose of this move is to expand the moyo in the center. But after white cuts here, not only all of the potentials is gone, but also these 2 stones are still in danger. So the correct move in this situation should be 1 space jump. Right here. So usually the 1 space jump is better than the knight's move when there are some white stones on the left, because we have to make sure the ladder will work. First, if the ladder works for black, but we still have to make sure the invasion move here will be working for black as well, because there are some weaknesses here. So that's why in most of the situations the 1 space jump is better than the knight's move. Alright, so now let's look at the next mistake. In this video, we're going to talk about 1 to 4 down questions. Let's start from upper left corner first. Black to play. And when you look at the question, you probably automatically assume these 2 stones are already dead. And you will ask your question, Stephanie, is it possible to make these 2 stones alive? That's impossible. But I'm telling you that it's possible. Okay, and also code is incorrect. So we're going to help black to make it completely alive. And where is the move? The first move, the vital point. So we need to take the vital point by playing the 2-2 point here. So after this move, you give your mi or 2 options. Either make 1 eye on the bottom here, or expand your eye space on the top. So let's try it. If white says, okay, I'm going to block you here, and then black is going to hane and white block. The next move is also important. If you just simply connect, that doesn't work because the shape in the corner is a pyramid 4. Now it's dead. So now you need to find the vital point, which is the tiger's mouth at the first line. So after you play the tiger's mouth, you already have the one eye over here, and at the same time you secure the eye in the corner. If white says, I'm going to try to destroy the eye in the corner, but it won't work for white. So now you will have 2 real eyes. Okay. So if white says, okay, blocking here doesn't work, I'm going to try the other way. The hane on the other side. Now you're going to block one more time and play another tiger's mouth here. Now you are able to make one eye over here, and also you have the second eye on the top. So you should always remember this shape. We have 1 or 2, usually when you will have 2 stones on the 3-3 point and the 3-4 point. The 2-2 point is always the vital point to make the group alive. Okay, that's the answer for the first question. Let's look at the second question now.
Hi everyone, welcome back to our Joseki series. I'm Ryan, and today I will bring you more Josekis for 3 to 4 dan players. Let us start with the start point again, but this time we will consider sometimes when white approaches, black does not respond. And in this case, we have the double approach situation. And before we talked about that when black plays the Kosumi here and white invades 3-3, this is a locally bad result for black, even though black can get sente, and then there's a follow-up. So it's actually more common for black to attach on either side. So which side do you think we should attach? So generally we want to attach where the stone is the stronger stone. So if in a case where white has already a stone on one side while black has a stone on the other side, then we generally want to attach on the side where white has the backup there. And after black attaches, white would hane, and then black extends. Now, when white invades the 3-3, that's also a possible variation. However, it's generally considered a bad result for black, because when white pulls back and black captures the stone, locally black shape is very strong, and these 2 stones from white are pretty much not very useful anymore. And also, this pincer is also very crucial for this shape, because later, if white cannot tanuki now, because after this pincer, black could peep here and extend back, and this would be very difficult to deal with for white. So generally white would have to respond either here or here. So it's not very common for white to choose this variation unless it's very special for the circumstances. And the more common ways to respond, this is probably seen a lot. And in this case, black would block here. And keep in mind that white cannot push now, and actually pushing is a little bit of a trick move. And the correct response for black is just to extend, because even if white could push through, white is actually at more of a loss. Even though it looks like black's lost 2 stones while white has lost 1, you can keep in mind that black has so much more territory than white. And this influence is not as good, because later, if black has a stone here, these 2 stones could still serve a purpose on that side. So make sure, as black, do not block when your opponent pushes there. That's very important to note. And the correct move for white is actually to play this Kosumi, and then black responds here, and white hanes, black plays here, and white connects. And now black blocks, and white jumps. And then after black plays the Kosumi again to go towards the center, then white would fix here. And the important thing here is that white does not exchange this Atari, because of a corner weakness. So without this Atari, later white could clamp here, and if black descends or hanes, then this is sente, and actually white could connect back. So black has to avoid that from happening. So usually it's common for black to finish here with the hane. So white doesn't want to block because blocking would be gote, and the previous variation wouldn't work for white anymore. So this is sort of like an end result for this very big variation there.
Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Stephanie Yin. In this video, we're going to talk about how to finish a game and how to count the final score. Here is the example. When does the game end? There are two important parts. First, we have to know whether the territory is completely enclosed or not. So let's look at the entire board first. Black has the corner on the top and all of the points are enclosed. And on the left, black enclosed the corner and side, and also some points in the center. And on the bottom right corner, black enclosed everything here. So for white's territory, white enclosed on the top, on the side, and the corner, and also some points in the center, and a few points on the bottom. So after we make sure all of the territory are enclosed by both black and white players, the next thing is we have to know whether all of the neutral points are filled. So what is a neutral point? These 2 points on the board are the neutral points. It doesn't belong to white or black's territory, but it is kind of a public area on the board. In order to finish the game, every player has to fill all of the neutral points before we start counting the final score. So now it's white's turn. White plays here, and black plays the last neutral points. After the 2 neutral points are filled, we don't have any more moves or any useful moves you can play on the board. So now we can say the game ends. But according to AGA rules, American Go Association rules, white has to play the last move on the board. But what if we don't have any useful move we want to play? And then white has to pass the last stone to black as a move, the last move. And then after white passed the last move to black, black also needs to pass one more round. So both players has to pass the last round, and white needs to pass last in order to finish the game. So now since both players passed the last round, now the game ends. So after the game ends, we don't have any moves on the board. Before we're going to count the scores, we have to remove all the dead stones on the board. So this white stone is dead because it doesn't have any eyes. And for as black doesn't want to capture here because it's not necessary, it's not useful. After you capture here, yes, you kill the stone, but at the same time, you lose this point since the stone is already dead. So black doesn't want to waste the move to capture. So let's remove this dead stone, and also one stone over here that's also dead stone. Alright, so then put it on your side with all of the stones you capture. And for white only has one dead stone here, black stone, and then we removed here. Alright, so now make sure we don't have any dead stone on the board, and we can start counting the points. So the next step is we fill all of the stones you capture into your opponent territory. This is the easier way. So a lot of people are confused why we're putting the stone back to your opponent's territory. Okay, here is the answer. So in order to add all of the stones you capture to your territory, it's easier to do this, to do them subtract way, because when you put one stone into your opponent territory, your opponent loses 1 point. Alright, so that's the same math. Alright, okay, so let's fill all of the white's dead stones into white territory. Okay. But more. Okay, and then let's do Okay, so since all of the dead stones are already filled into both black and white territory, next, let's count the points. So in order to use an easier way to count the points, then we should move around the stones into count 10 by 10. What does that mean? It means now, in order, instead of we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's easier to make by tens. That means we have 2 stones here, and then we can replace it here. Right? So we had 2 stones here. So we remove these 2 stones into the territory over here. We still have 9 points here compared with the original variation. Okay, so we remove these 2 stones here, and then remove these 2 stones, 1 here and 1 over here. So on this side, what black has 10 points and plus 5 points on the bottom right corner, and 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So black has 14 points in total. And let's do white's territory now. So in order to count 1 by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's easier to do this way. Okay. Now white has 10 points in the center, 4 points, that's 14, plus 7 points, that's 21. So black has 14 points and white has 21 points, plus Komi, that's 15 points. Komi is 7.5 points. So on the board, the difference between the territory is 14 and 21. It's 7 points. So plus 7.5 points Komi. So white wins by 14.5. Okay. Yes, just want to make sure that's correct. So white wins by 14.5 points at the end. So the last game is played by Wang Chunxing and Li Weiqi. Li Weiqi is also one of the young and this active pro in China. In this game, he's playing white. So let me walk with you and analyze the board first, because there's a lot of blood going on the board. Both black and white killed a lot of stones, and there are more blood is coming. I will show you the moves later. All right, so in this corner, black captured a lot of stones, and the 6 white stones also are dead. So these are the black's territory, and black is just having a territory on the left side and a few points on the upper left corner. And let's look at the center right now. So white now killed everything in the center, even though white only have the 3 liberties, but black is not able to connect because white can Atari here. So the center area over here, everything over here belongs to white. Besides that, white only has a few points on the bottom and a little bit potential on the left side. So by looking at the game, right now it's almost endgame if we just looking at it. And after our analyze the board, and we know now black is leading in territory until white show the next move, which is here. All right. So after white showed this move on the board, there are only 10 or 20 moves played on the board, and then the game ends. So why is this move so important? I think both of the players, they were fighting in the center. They didn't realize actually the corner is not alive yet until white showed this clamp. So if that's a bend 4, but bend 4 with one small window open, if white peep here, and then black can block, and white pull the stone back, and keep pulling the stones back, but eventually black now is able to kill the 3 stones on the side, and then that's a real eye. So peep at there doesn't work. So how does this move work? If black Atari is on the outside, black now extend. White now extend. If black blocks here, white can cut. And now there's only 2 stones that are captured, but Weiqi can use the throwing move here to kill this eye. So blocking on the outside doesn't work. If black connects here and the white can extend, that's pyramid 4, that's that shape. So blocking on the outside doesn't work. How about Atari inside? And now white will pull the stone out. If black keep Atari on the top, white can keep pulling the stones, and this becomes a self-Atari move. So the corner is dead. So the only way to save the corner is to extend. But after that, white has attachment move here. And now white is able to start a ko. That's pretty much a free ko for white. White doesn't lose anything if white loses that ko. But if black lost that ko, and black will lose everything in the corner. So at the end, black lost this game because white showed this incredible move in the upper right corner.
These videos were so awesome, and we tried as hard as we can to make them simple and easy to understand.
Yes, and also we got plenty of great feedback from our audience who said the same thing.
We're really glad that you've been enjoying our videos so far, either it was during a lunch break or your commute to work. But despite how well these look, in the end, there's always mistakes.
Yeah, that's true. Even though the final product came out great, but it always requires several takes. So Ryan, why don't we take a look at some of our bloopers in the past year? So white is by Choi Cho Hem and Kim Jim right here. Okay. So what was white trying to do is white trying to block black move here, because black just played this move here and try to destroy the territory in the corner. So what white has to do is to block. The next mistake by 1 to 4 down player is what? No, I forgot what to say. I just no.
Go. Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Stephanie Yin. In this video, I'm going to talk about the mistakes that I find in October. So why don't we get started by 30 to 22 mistakes? And the first one is underestimated.
These are shot. There are always mistakes.
I'm recording now?
There will always be mistakes. No, I'm just practicing. Oh, you're recording. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. These videos are awesome. Okay, let's just.
Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie Yin. Shot. Black can very easily just jump out and make 10-point eye space on the in the corner. So this is a solely. Are you kidding me?
Okay, there you have it. So that was a very full Joseki series. So thank you all for watching, and remember to no way. So that was hilarious, and I hope you enjoyed watching the bloopers as much as we did. So thank you all so much again for your continued support, and thank you for joining us today for our 1-year anniversary.
If you liked the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and leave some comments below. It will help me do the lottery of the free lesson. If you'd like to know some updates on our coming videos, you can always go to our website and follow us on Twitter and Facebook page. My name is Stephanie.
With Ryan.
We'll see you next time.